It's getting very big. You're all over L.A. and you're all over the western United States. Where else are you?
We're all over the country. Really, we're in different parts. We're in Kuwait. We're in Paris. We're in many places. We're in about 30 states now.
And it was pretty low key until I fell in love with Lee, and then we burst.
Lindsay was selling her dolls at the crafts fair, and I was selling some other little thing at the crafts fair. And we had our booths next to each other, and we just instantly fell madly in love.
Incidentally, they got married and they have a child, and the little baby's in the studio here.
People come into our store and they say, "Is this where they're made?" Because we saw them in New York, or we saw them in Chicago, or they couldn't believe it. It's a tiny little store that we make everything there.
I want you to meet a real doll. Look at this.
She's on her way to Florida, definitely.
Yes. Where do you get the idea for the faces and the characters?
Well, I guess I think that's why it's an art form. It just comes out.
Well, wait a second.
It just come out.
Turn around to show you the face on the other camera, I guess. There we are, there.
Oh, yes.
All righty. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, yes.
But she's big. What do you do with people this size?
Well, gosh, some people want dolls of themselves to set in their living rooms. I gave my parents dolls of themselves, and they use them as anti-burglar things to keep them in their window. And
my parents have a bride and groom doll that Lindsay made for our wedding that looked like us, and they have these two dolls sitting in their living room, and we're going to give them a little baby one to go with the...
What was the original Gurze like?
She's going to Florida. She and her boyfriend Dash are going to Florida. That's because I originally was making fabrics, very bold batiks, and I was using them for advertising. So I dressed them in the batiks and went to the fairs, and my fabrics didn't sell at all, but everybody asked about Gurze.
About the doll.
And Dash, right.
They're in our store now.
They are?
They're watching the store while we're in here.
Oh, great.
Right.
You call these soft...
Sculpture.
Soft sculptures.
A bear.
That's a little bear. Well,
yes.
What do I know?
Close, though. Close.
Yeah.
He started out as a duck, is what he started out as.
Do kids like them to cuddle with? And stuff?
Yes, very much.
They especially like these ones here.
Right.
Because we sell these naked like this, or we sell them dressed, and sometimes people will come in and they'll buy them and they'll dress them in their own children's clothing. And then the kids will play with them, and, oh, I don't know, this guy likes to do pull-ups, and he gets tired, and he wipes himself off, and
Are they
he's all
pretty
tired.
rugged? They apparently are.
Oh, yes.
This is Mr.
Mr.
Pig,
Pig.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a pair. I think these are marvelous.
That's your don't forget.
You don't forget?
Yes.
You give that to somebody to remind them of something?
Yes, like your birthday or
And
Father's Day.
Father's Day.
There's a couple of don't forgets.
Yes.
It's a perfect idea for a mobile. It would hang over a baby's crib, and it wouldn't hurt him if it fell or anything else. It's very
It does
soft.
hang over our baby's crib, as a matter of fact. This is the world's greatest wedding present. It's got a groom on one side, and then you turn it around. We made this originally for a friend of mine that was getting married. He has the bride on the other. After the veil, kiss the bride.
Wild.